some herbalists do defend Christianity and Muslim. Like it will be like this thing they are doing, we are all serving the same God and all. So some herbalists, you just be like they will use normal flesh, human flesh. Because we are seeing it around, maybe police will just be like, some herbalists, we caught some herbalists at so place using human flesh and all. So is that human flesh that you are using? Can we say it's part of their line?
Human flesh for what?
Yes, now do you see that at Ampako they use their legs and all to do or share? How did they use to?
I think those acts are quite questionable, and I think that
that's what we're talking about.
Religious leaders that do that does all of these things. I think that we should be safe. It is safe to actually say that some of them are.
You should avoid them.
Yes.
They are not men of God. They are not women of God, and you
God
should.
will never ask you to hurt your fellow woman.
And God will never embarrass or disgrace you.
I mean, somebody that will carry church member, use you do John Cena.
Or someone drags passport out of his leg, out of his shoe.
What kind of deliverance is that?
One that was
if you can't break neck, What up? Welcome to another episode of Yarns on Trends. And today we're delving into yet another very sensitive topic, as we always do anyways. But before we start, let me introduce myself. I'm Prodigy, your host, and I'd like to introduce my co-host. To my left, I have the opinionated one.
Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Yarns and Trends. And you already know how it is over here. We give you fun, educative content, and every other thing you would love to see. So sit tight.
And the beautiful, sexy one, the birthday girl,
hi
Christine
guys.
Kelani. I don't understand.
Hi guys.
Oh yeah, compose yourself. Compose.
Hope you had a very wonderful week. Nice to have you again. Sit back and enjoy.
That one slow-mo times 2, or I don't know. Okay. You're still in your mood, in your birthday mood. And before we go into our topic today, we have a very special guest. All the way from IB City. An MC, a comedian, content creator, and our own superstar. Award-winning MC Prof.
What happened? I'm gonna clap for me now. Oh my God! Thank you. That's Martin.
Mama, I made it.
Yeah, I made it. All right, guys. My name is Ifedolapo Ajagbe, popularly known as MC Prof. So I'm happy. I'm so happy to be here. I've been seeing you guys from YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. I'm like, one day I will say these two, they are very stubborn. They will push you. They go push you. Say you go talk with you.
Okay,
yes. Now definitely, especially this one.
I was supposed to compliment you. Jesus, I think thank God I've not said anything.
You see this guy, I like her where you go give you question where you say, I don't like that. Yes, that's what they do either. Don't go to someone. I just go to so to be like yay. Well, honestly, I'm very, very happy to be here, and you guys are doing good. So
thank you very much. Coming from MC Prof, the critic of thank you very much. So today, our topic is the surge of fake religious leaders. We don't want to limit it to pastors or this or that. Religious leaders, generally. How, from the dawn of time, we know, okay, yeah, there's always been religious leaders, people that people could run to for guidance, for spiritual guidance, basically advices and blah 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 if you're having problems or if you have problem with your spirituality. But not recently though, but now it's crazy right now. The surge of the fake ones.
it's not getting
preying
more obvious.
preying on the members just because, okay, these people follow you for a reason, they believe in you, then you prey on their vulnerability to extort them, to exploit them for your personal gains. It's crazy, and we see many news about different pastors these days. Although it's not like only God can tell us who's
the real one
and who's not real. Just like before TB Joshua died, may he continue to rest in peace.
Amen.
A whole lot of people criticized him. But one thing I always try not to do is pull my mouth in anything religious. Like saying this person is fake.
Condemn this, condemn
this
that.
person is fake. This person is fake. Because I know the only person that can really judge is God, right? But it's crazy. Now it's becoming something else. It's becoming something else because they come with different stuff now that you see.
They are not like just content creators.
How do you know, with the prevalence of fake people, people exploiting their followers, how do you know the real pastors right now? And how do you separate the real ones from the fake ones? Like the recent trend of I don't know if I should mention this, but I don't.
No. It's just normal. I'm chosen.
I'm chosen.
From the chosen aspect, I know vividly that some testimonies are real. One of the papa that said, I want to bless the name of the Lord, lion. So I was told later that it was a dream. So because at a point I was like, lion, Oshibai, AK-47, ba. Normal. If banger do pa, everybody So AK-47, no. So all those things, if it's not a dream, to me, God is merciful. God is very, very, but
very patient.
To me, that thing AK-47, I don't believe. Lion, he carry me. Go where?
Lion carry you enter bush. He just need to place. He can't drop it. Look, you say, because I'm a chosen.
No. And then I just want to ask, maybe is the clothes for free? The chosen.
They buy it.
I have no idea.
They buy it.
But I also would like to think that people should be discerning and know their God. Because if you do know your God, whenever somebody markets something that is quite questionable to you, you know what to say, you know how to take it, you know how to refuse. I think that these days a lot of us are we are not contented rather a lot. So we tend to go visit people, prophets,
right,
out of desperation.
So out of all of these things, these people feed off on your desperation, and they do all of these things. I think if you are saying that somebody is fake, you have to have known beyond doubt that okay, this person is doing other things that are not Bible related. Once you go to a Bible believing church, your pastor preaches exactly what is in your Bible. And miracles happen. You don't have any reason to believe that it is fake. So I think that we ourselves as humans should know our God, and you should know Him personally, and that way we reduce the noise on social media. And also in the Bible, during Jesus Christ's time, there were also a lot of people that said it was fake.
Yeah,
there were a lot, and that is the same thing that is happening. Christianity is wide, is beautiful.
But was Jesus selling water for you to get healed?
Jesus turned water into wine.
Yes,
but he never.
Did he ask for money?
He didn't put a price on it. Yes, and that is why I'm saying that. That is why I would say that putting a price on miracle water is quite questionable, but it's not in my place.
Because I can say something at Afe Babalola University, Ikejara KG, because I'm from CAC. I was CAC, Kwambele. So we used to go there. So there is one water there that once you go there.
Yeah, I've gone to that water before. I've been there.
Once you go there, it's free. But they will just tell you, maybe probably Wednesdays, Thursdays, when you guys will come. Even white people from abroad do come.
Yes.
And we
saw a lot of white people.
They know they sell out. Do you understand? So once you start, you are packaging it. You are putting one paparazzi there.
A lot of churches actually ask people to bring their own water to church, and you pray on
them.
Get. So,
but maybe she born money. I don't know.
But
about
this is something I always tell people
now.
is salvation is free. If you go to a church and then they start asking you, you have to buy your salvation, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to bring this. I think that's enough evidence for you to know that this place is questionable. Unless you are someone that believes in very fetish things, you understand. If you want to go to like an herbalist, go with your full chest. Don't go seeking for a religious leader and looking for things you see with an herbalist from a religious leader. What do you expect to get? So I think that saying fake, when we talk about fake, we even have like, not just pastors, we have a lot of them.
Yeah, we're talking generally.
Generally, there are a lot of them.
Generally.
But this is one thing I will always believe in. What I will always say is, what you believe in works for you.
Yes.
Well, if you believe that, this place or this person is fake, and you tend to like talk down on their works and start to do these, even when other people will get their miracle from this particular place or this particular church, you might as well not get anything because you do not believe this thing is happening. I've seen a lot of miraculous things happen that people, if you say it out, people will actually be like, this thing is questionable.
So if you go by that, should I call it philosophy, principle now? Like, would it not be safe to say your relationship with God is even what matters at the end of the day?
Yes.
Because it might not even be the religious leader. It might be just your relationship with God.
But God are using some people for real. Yes. When they say if you go and pray, they will tell you, maybe you have this, go and pray about this. Not that maybe when it's done, they reach, you know what, bring 500,000 naira, 200,000. I want to buy something for you to package.
That's the part I have issue with.
I also think that Nigerians actually always have a problem with religious leaders because they are people, they are pastors that are actually God believing, Bible believing. They are doing things that aligns with God's path, and online you see people crucifying them,
still bashing them. But you see something that I feel like Nigerians do that is very, very irritating, is coming out publicly to insult a man of God.
No, that's
I think that is the height of disrespect.
And you know, the man of God, they always come for the most. I always think that if you don't even look at his age, why can't you look at the fact that God called this man?
This man has...
But that's not for us to say now.
They don't believe.
We don't know who God called.
No. But let's just talk about the age.
You should know when God... Because if God does not call someone, you will see the signs. God called people, and God has already said that if he has called you, people will know that he called you. So obviously, it is very obvious. If you see somebody
can I ask a question?
So Oba Solomon is called. Sorry,
Oba Solomon. He always says he's not a pastor.
Oba Solomon.
No. Let me ask. Just like you said when we were starting this thing, that most people who claim to be pastors. Let me not use most. Let me use some. They are content creators at the end of the day. Like Oba Solomon that you mentioned now, that one Pastor How now,
I have seen
with all those things
that he actually, because normally before I always think that why would this person be a pastor and be saying and
he can be, and they said he has a church.
He has a church.
I saw a video of his that he said he's not a pastor.
We used to do live video together, so he used to show us.
I don't remember the exact thing that he said. He said he's a traditionalist or something.
I don't think Oba Solomon has come out to call himself a pastor.
No, before that's what he started with. He has a church.
Just because a person gathers congregation,
no.
Doesn't mean
he's under CNS, the church before. I don't know now. So now he has one hall that tags this Ifa.
He said he's a traditionalist.
Ifa this thing, and he has crowd.
Okay,
now.
Can I ask to the three of you?
Okay.
Would you call I'm liquid metal. Would you call him a pastor?
I would like to say that.
Odumeje.
Yeah, I would like to say that it's not in my place to say that he's not a man of God.
True.
But from everything you're saying.
But from everything that I'm seeing, I'll also still say that it is not in my place to say that. But the things that he says and he does are quite questionable. And that is one of the reasons why people bash Christianity a lot. I think we Christians, we tend to take our God lightly because he's a merciful God.
Right.
And he's not the kind of God that when you just say something, he strikes you down.
And the thing is that Muslims, you can't play...
You can't play with their religion. I was going to say that.
But mostly Christians, when I'm in the Boski, I'm a Buluba.
Okay, tell me why. Do you know, as a Christian, there's something I should know. As a Christian, someone that actually believes in God, if you actually joined them, to actually mock this I am chosen testimony, I would actually question your faith in God.
Do you know people actually bash Christianity a lot than they bash
Muslims,
Islam?
Because Islam will not take that.
There was one on my WhatsApp when I bought contact. This guy killed a cat.
Yeah, I've seen that.
He put it inside a calabash and put soap on top and said, Oshe, Kene Kopi.
Yeah.
Immediately I deleted his number. And don't you think that people
what?
For
Yahoo guys now that need money and things. I've seen something like that.
This, Oshe cash out, and he's a Muslim. He prays to God. He carries Quran. He does all of that things, and people do not come out to say he's fake. Why? But when it comes to Christianity, because I think that Christianity has just Christianity is just such a peaceful peaceful religion. And that has made people,
take it for granted.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is something I always say about this fake prophet. Yeah, even God himself said it. It is in the Bible. He said at the very end, there will be a lot of fake prophet prophesying in my name. If it were possible, even the very elected would be deceived. That's what I said. That's what I'm saying, that if you always pray for the spirit of discernment as a Christian, you would not always have to go to your religious leaders. My pastor would always say something. He would say that before you come to me for anything or any problem, make sure you have called on your God.
Do you know how many pastors has run marriages, relationship?
True.
This one is not your wife.
This is not your
husband.
I also feel like those marriage things, I feel like you should have prayed to your God. Before you go and meet a pastor, before you put your life in a...
God, please lead me through.
Reasonable pastors actually always tell them that it is not in my place to pray,
tell
if this person is your husband or not, but I will ask you to pray and fast, and I will join you in intercession.
But there are some vision that is real. Once they tell you this wife,
I don't actually believe in some visions.
No, I believe it too. Because I have a couple of people that pastor, prophet told the person, like, don't further in this marriage.
Do you know that visions
the guy said, yeah. The guy said, no, I love this babe, I love this, I love that. Immediately after this one is not a baby warning. I was there because we went there together to pray together. So the pastor now gave the guy a vision, like, blah, 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 work on it and all. So you should pray against it. So after we visited the place, he said, he liked the girl, you go marry him, no wahala. So a day before the wedding, the wife and the ex-boyfriend, because the guy based in Canada. So the wife and the ex were chatting. So the guy now came in, like, they were doing all this preparation and all. So the guy came in and, like, give me your phone. My phone is off. Let me use it to call maybe Eleron or the Deco. So as the guy drop the call, you now see the died number with all this emoji stuff, like
I love emoji.
You understand? So the guy go check that WhatsApp. So now sees all the message, like, and the guys and the woman, the lady rather,
was pregnant.
Yes.
Do you know that? I don't think that it's the vision that led to her cheating. I think people have questionable.
No, you don't get.
I know. The pastor already said he should not marry that person. But I also think that your mind feeds off on what you. I
was going to say that.
But somebody who's already pregnant.
That is what I'm saying. That because she has a questionable character doesn't mean that the vision was the vision that the man saw that made her cheat.
Why not the man say, go and kill your mom? Why particularly on that your wife?
I've actually seen a pastor tell a friend of mine that her boyfriend is not her husband, and right now they are in a happy relationship.
Yes, it happens.
So exactly, that's what I'm saying, that the fact that she has questionable character doesn't mean that vision was that. I feel like when God wants to tell you things, He will tell you yourself. He will tell you first.
No,
and your religious
God
leader
speaks to
will
us.
confirm it.
God speaks to us in many ways.
I won't concur to that.
Do you know something?
God used some people for you.
No,
you can't say God will.
Yes,
God
do you know something?
God will give you all the vision.
Can I come in? God uses people for you.
But He will tell you.
But then this is something. If God should send a religious leader to me or someone to me, I would always go back to prayer and say, God, please confirm this vision to me.
Confirm it.
This is what I will always say, that as a Christian,
but everybody is doing like say with the year God true.
We actually hear God. I hear my God.
Sometimes maybe if some people don't drink just like, oh my God.
No,
and
I
my
think
pastor
that's-
just tell
It's
me.
different.
My pastor just tell me this.
No.
Sometimes
even if you are not
if I go to
religious,
church,
You can listen, you
understand?
can hear God.
If I go to church, like sometimes, especially worship songs, that thing used to enter me very well.
Mm.
So maybe 2 minutes after this thing, even they know me when I was in school, Chapel of His Glory. So after they don't do all this worship, I pray the Lord. After they enter praise and worship like this, it could be like say maybe they touch my brain. Everything I go to
It doesn't matter.
So what
doesn't
I want to tell
matter.
you is just that all the spirit that maybe God will tell you something. God will, everybody is just following their.
No, wait. But what
Their
I
mind.
understand about
But what is in your mind? Who created the mind? Who created you?
exactly,
It's God now.
exactly.
Thinking.
That's what I'm worriing.
We like to say intuition a lot. I also like to believe that
It's
some
sometimes it's God
intuitions are
speaking
too
to
accurate
us.
to be intuition. It's actually God speaking to you.
Yeah, even
And
this thing that they call deja vu. Has it
Deja
happened
vu,
to you
yeah.
before?
Wait. You guys are talking now because you guys are maybe spiritual. You know about these things. There are a whole lot of people who don't know
No,
how to listen to God.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, the majority of people don't know how to listen to God.
And they
I think they fall victim to
Do you
these
understand?
things. So I think people should read the Bible though.
for you to say, you should go listen to your God first, I'll be like, okay, how do I want to hear?
So you
How
mean
the
How do I
first
want-
way?
you listen to God? Did you used to listen to
Wait,
Satan?
I think that if you go to a Bible-believing church, you would be taught
How to
all of
hear
these things,
God.
how to hear God.
But
how to
have you
listen
heard
to him.
about Satan before?
There's something that the first way.
Satan. Have you heard Satan before?
Of course, it's not directly hearing Satan.
Satan, you
I
don't go
think
hear Satan.
you will
Now.
hear
Satan
it.
go make you do waiting.
You get from
Go
some
please am.
But
things
Satan
that you do.
go and slap, go and do something to
Do you know
that
that
girl.
some of our reactions to things
To go and do what?
Go and
they
do
are
something to that
just
girl.
us? Go and do what?
Yes, now as in you dey hear waiting God they
Go
talk.
and smack that girl.
That girl go and do this.
Why do you
Satan will
think
tell you.
people
that.
say you should always be-
That's devil now.
Why do you think people always say should alone
That's
when they do
Satan now.
bad things?
If you want to commit sin, a devil
That
dey
now
follow you
what
talk
they
now.
plan on our head in our this
It is not what they plan.
Nigeria or Africa say Eshu lóní kí n lọ gbá kíní quality.
It's actually not
Before we
sometimes
enter,
it is- it is not just Africa, though.
Adibi they told us like Jide, they give am Jide lóní ká lọ ṣe kíní. We be using Jide.
No, I actually
today.
think that sometimes when
So,
we say that it is
true
the devil
though.
that made us do something, I think that it is us
It is just an
ourselves
excuse.
that we create sins. But it is normal for us to sin.
Well,
And make
as-
mistakes.
We are human. We
As
make
far
mistakes.
as you're doing what you're doing does not please God, then it has to please the devil.
Of
So
course.
you have
There's
to
no
put
two way
on the
about
devil.
it.
Yeah, there's no two way.
There's no two way.
It's
And
either
I'm-
God or
that's
devil.
why I will always say this thing is, as humans, that actually believe in God, or people that actually like, oh, I love God. It is not totally easy to succumb to God's will.
Yeah, of
It
course.
is, as much as we'll be like, oh, we love God, we do this. I think it is not easy to totally agree to the will of God, because there are a lot of things that God will tell you, do not do this thing, but this is something that you really love to do.
There are some religions like maybe Christian. Let me put it like CNS Sele.
They actually.
You understand? They believe in soap,
Soap,
candle,
yeah.
and all. So for a guy to have soap, or what did they call it? Soap and all this.
I don't believe it's a bad thing. Traditionalists also have these things.
for you to have all those things, some people just believe once you use soap. And then like they used to catch the cruise. Yes, now as they used to catch the cruise, if you see black soap for woman house, na organic, but if you see them for guy house, na juju. So everybody used to put them like that. Yes, now.
Actually,
That one enter.
I'm not opposed to you using soaps that you got from Celestianes. They use soap, of course. They use candles. They use red candles.
That is
they do all of
their
these things. That is their belief. Traditionally,
That is their doctrine.
But when it gets to the stage of
let's
using
come back.
live animals,
Let's come back to why we are here.
Okay.
Yeah, we know all these things. I know we're delving deep into, but we now are actually making this about Christianity.
Yes.
We're supposed to make it general. We're talking about general. People will go to traditional.
We have good
leaders
ones,
too.
Seth. We have good ones. We have
We
bad
have
ones.
good. There are good ones. I don't know because I'm not a traditionalist. I've never been.
They're
to
actually
them,
fake and
but
real
they are fake.
traditionalists.
They are real. Like I saw one clip, one video. Oba Solomon dropped some like 2 or 3 weeks back.
Okay.
That he went to a village. They said he wanted to test if the guy was a real traditional leader.
Okay.
He went there. He took a sand. He parked his bike. They took a bike. He parked the bike far away from the herbalist's house. Then he took some sand on the road, put it inside a nylon, and took it to the man's place. Like, sir, we want to pray about this land that I took this sand from. I want to build a house there. I want to know if it's a good land
Or not.
or not. And it's a test, right? So the man brought out his the Ifa stuff and all those things, and he consulted, and he looked at Oba Solomon like that he's confused, that the picture is saying that he does not understand it. He did it again. Oba Solomon, he kept urging the man to try again. Then in the end, the man was not like, this land, no be the kind place where you fit build house. Say this place, no be place where you fit do anything. Abba Solomon has stood up and like, we came to test you. That this sand, we actually got it from the road that leads to your house. Do you understand? That we just came to... That's why I believe when you said this, he claimed to be a traditionalist. It was like, okay, they are trying to induct people into their association.
Yes.
Real
ones.
Traditionalists.
But right? I may see your problem and I may not have the solution to it. You can actually come to me as a prophet and I will be like, and then let's just put it, some people are even using juju. They will see your problem.
If your prophet can see your problem,
you must see your solution,
and cannot see your solution, that's not God.
And I think that if your prophet only sees bad things, that's a prophet of doom.
Yeah, right.
Only sees bad things about you. He never sees the good things. He never tells you that.
I think Nigerians are the problem of ourselves. There are so many ways, like there are so many evidences for you to know what is real and what is not.
Imagine a prophet telling us that you are going to have an accident tomorrow. Don't go out. If it's real or not, I don't go come out.
Of course, we are careful.
We should be careful. We should be careful. But as much as we know how to differentiate from our real friends, our fake friends, fake clothes, real clothes, I feel like we should be able to also differentiate when it comes to
how do you differentiate from your real friends and fake friends?
It's very easy to know.
It's not easy. It's not easy.
Because there are some times that you give people the benefit of doubt, and you are led to just think that.
I've seen a lot.
But all I'm going to say about these fake pastors and fake religious leaders trend is that whether you're a Christian, whether you're a Muslim, whether you're a traditionalist, I just think that whatever you believe in works for you. Whatever when your pastor says something and it doesn't sit well with you, you don't have to accept it, you don't have to embrace it, you don't have to bend yourself to believe that, okay, because my pastor said it, then it is right. I think we idolize our pastors, our religious leaders too much.
That is the thing.
And they are also humans.
So whatever they say, you just want to do is just follow.
They are humans and they make mistakes.
Imagine Afa won't do something for me, make I get money. In first month, they do Okada. Afa now.
These people are humans. I think we place them on a very high pedestal. So we worship them and we don't worship God. We've lost sight of who we are actually worshiping. We don't worship God anymore. We worship them. We worship the pastors. So I think that is why this fake pastor thing is really, 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 really trendy now. Because I think Nigerians just tend to... I think I saw a video of a woman, she's a pastor, then people were kneeling before her, bowing before her, and doing all of those things. And I don't think she's a fake pastor. I just think that
it's not necessary.
It's not necessary. And people are idolizing that instead of idolizing the person they are going to worship. I think because we idolize these people too much, we always notice their mistakes. We make them vulnerable enough for people to notice their mistakes. So immediately they make a little mistake, people attack, they don't attack just them, they attack Christianity or Islam in general.
They see them as angel, like this one is too real, you can't do anything.
But then these people are also humans.
And they also say that they make mistakes. They're just vessels.
Vessels in the hand of God. Like they are servants of God.
It's the real ones that will say that though.
Yeah.
It's the real ones. Yeah, the real ones. But right now, what do most of the churches now, like I said before I started, that it's not my place to judge, but I would talk about questionable traits I see in some of these pastors. Shey you get, not just pastors, religious leaders. Shey you get, like, if your thing, okay, do you know some churches now sell tickets for you to attend crusade?
Yes, now I've seen it.
I also think that this ticket selling, I think that it's always propaganda. There was a time a church was having a concert. They asked people to register so that they know the amount of guests that will be attending. So they can keep track of the number of chairs, the number of the size of the hall.
My church does that, yes.
That's the church I'm talking about.
Okay, my church.
Yes, that's the church I'm talking about. And do you know that evil people went to Twitter to start saying he was selling tickets for that event. And what he just said is that register.
Just register.
This thing that they always say that if you want to keep something from a black man, put it in a book. People do not read captions. They do not. They just jump into conclusion. They dragged the church so much. They said he was selling tickets. I was at that event. There was somebody there that also went online to say that they reserved the front seats for celebrities only. Meanwhile, I was there. And it was not celebrities, it was just pastors. Do you expect
pastors, yes.
Even if they reserved it for celebrities, do you expect people?
Okay, you were at the program.
Yeah. Do you expect them to just allow celebrities sit in the congregation and distract everybody from praying?
Yeah.
This same church, a celebrity attended and the pastor did not know. And he was preaching. And when the camera focused on him, everybody started yelling.
That was the video.
He was confused. He was like, what's going on? So I don't blame them if they reserve seats for, because if you sit down with Nancy Sime, sit down with Uche Montana, you will want to scream. You can't keep calm. Well, I'm sitting beside Tiwa Savage in church.
Why do you have to mention my crush now?
If I'm sitting beside Tiwa Savage in church, I cannot count down. I cannot even concentrate. So of course, these things, there has to be protocol. I don't know why people always think that.
But the whole thing is that
people don't all these things now you just broke down.
Yeah,
people don't understand all these things.
So and I think people are just quick.
No, but the whole thing is that Bidemi Olaoba, if you want to call Bidemi Olaoba and other Christian distance, so they do pay them.
Of course, why shouldn't they be paid?
Can you see?
People always say they shouldn't be paid.
They are ministers and they are normal gospel singers. You understand?
You go pay if Simisola baby. So you pay her now.
No, I'm getting there. I'm just be like in church now. For example, I have a program, and then I'm inviting Bidemi Olaoba, Tope Alabi, and other gospel singers. Like, I'm going to pay them. Imagine I'm paying 1 million naira. That is 3 million naira. How do I see the money?
I don't know. For you to think that you want to invite 3 ministers, you should already have a budget. There are small ministers.
How would you see the money? Now, let me answer that. This is one of the reasons why people pay offerings and stuff for church to take care of stuff, right?
Yes.
For church to take care of stuff. It's not for the pastor. It's not for the it's not for profit. We know some religious leaders dip their hand into church pocket, but those are the types we're talking about. We don't know them. Only God knows. But now, all this money, and you have sponsors, like my church now.
They always call for sponsors.
Okay, now, the free buses that they put out that takes people, not just church members, anybody in Lagos.
They sponsor.
Once you know, okay, you.
Sorry, what's the name of your church?
Harvesters.
Okay.
If you know, okay, your routes, they go this place, they go Lekki, they go this, they go mainland, they go this. There are spots where you can get a bus. Free bus.
Both Christian, Muslim, and
anybody.
Wow,
you don't have to be church member. Do you get? But this I doubt. Okay, yeah, church fund is part of what they're using for this stuff, but most of it, people are funding it.
Yeah, right.
People are sponsoring it.
Yeah.
Not like me now. I could go there and be like, okay, pastor, I want to sponsor 3 buses for a week. They'll give me the quotation. And I pay directly to the people handling. To the bus company. And they provide the buses for people to roll.
And I just think that this talk.
So it's not until you sell tickets,
yeah,
before you get money.
I think this talk about ministers not that ministers shouldn't charge before they worship or before they attend concerts. I just think it's ridiculous. Because what do you mean?
They take care of themselves too now.
And I think that some churches know that even if they don't, that there are some ministers that do not actually accept space. For example, Minister Johnson Yekon, it doesn't really charge. It doesn't charge. And he said that he doesn't charge because God has asked him not to charge.
But as a pastor, you see some pastor using private jets, having.
It makes the work of God easier.
I don't think it is our place to actually complain.
Pastor Adeboye
what I'm
travels
saying.
Okay, imagine. Okay, now let's give an instance. He has a concert in probably UK, or he has to minister in UK like this morning,
and he has to be,
and then he has to be in Spain like another morning. It's a global church.
The question is, where do they see that money?
Of course, what he just explained. There are people that sponsor them.
There are people that sponsor them. This man has been in service for too long.
Let me give you an example. Now we have like different church. We then get school. You understand? And then let me use my church as an example. CAC. I could remember when we were small. My dad is one of their committee, and my mom. We used to give all these tithes, special money. We used to pay this special money for JAB.
Building, offering. Okay, JAB.
Then, I'm talking about 1990, 1991. We used to pay the money. So, now, when I wanted to enter this EXU of a thing, so my mom actually told one of their, this thing, like, how far my boy want to enter school, stuff like that. So, they were expecting, like, being a member of CAC, and then being my parents, they are core member, you understand, of that CAC. There should be something special. Maybe probably if they are collecting 300,000 naira, they should be able to at least give me like 150.
Hold on, let me cut you short right
because no, I know where you are going. They are paying the staff, they are paying, but what about the money that
I'm not saying they are paying the staff. I think that if you think this way, other CAC members are also going to feel entitled. So then,
this is the school. What I would call this is entitlement.
Are they going to manage?
Why won't I be entitlement?
You should not be.
You should not be entitled.
The money we are paying. Okay. Once they will be like, now we want to build our church.
Okay.
That is what the pastor will tell you.
Do you realize that pastors actually collect salaries?
Do you know it is not by force?
Okay, why
pastors collect salaries now?
Just now. Why is it not that someone, you said a lot of people volunteer and all. Why the lecturers cannot volunteer?
Why would they volunteer? They went to school. Why would they volunteer?
That is it.
They have to get paid.
How do you expect the lecturers to get paid?
All these people that you are saying that
I think Nigerians like nepotism a lot.
No.
This whole thing now, I just think like it's just
investing to a church. Because now I'm paying, every Sunday I'm paying. Is it I'm giving it?
Why are you seeing it as an investment?
If you're doing it for God,
I'm doing it for another person to enjoy it.
Why are you seeing it as an investment? Okay,
because
now let's give it.
So I would rather don't pay.
When pastor says pay your tithes, pay this for the church, they are not asking you because they want you to see it as an investment. They want you to give it to God.
It is even in the Bible. God has asked you. Oh, please.
They don't give.
Don't give. It is not by fault. I don't think they make it mandatory for anybody for you to
I think this from this your line of thinking, I think that's why people always say that pastors are thieves. Because you believe you are paying into the pastor's pocket. When they say
most times this church money does not even go to your pastor entirely.
As an investment.
The God of a thing that everybody do shout, like, we want to give this thing to God, we want to give it. The best gift ever is you giving to all these less privileged.
And when you give to the less privileged, what happens to the church?
Once you give them, is much more better than the church.
But this same God also said that the church is old.
The church is his home.
And you have to give to him.
If you want to be reckoning on the Bible, that's what Bible says. Bible that we say money is the root of all evil. And Bible will still tell you that owó ni kẹ̀kẹ́ ìrere.
Have you ever heard
Bible is just like this. So you can't go to
wait. Are you a Bible believer?
Me, Bible, I can't say so.
You don't believe in Bible?
That's exactly why you are sounding this way.
Do you know, let's just be diplomatic and let's just be...
You can't be diplomatic
with the word of God.
You can't be diplomatic. That is why...
Now let me ask you a question.
How do you know the Bible? How do you know the Bible is real? How do you know the Bible is real?
Oh, please. I'm not going to this conversation with you.
I need you to answer that question.
How do you know the Bible is real?
Wait, why do you think the Bible is not real? Okay, let's go with that.
To me, I just believe a Bible is just a book.
Okay, a book of what?
No, I don't know.
A book of what?
Like to guide you in your own personal religion.
Okay, if you think a Bible is a book to guide you, why do you think it's not real?
Likewise, we have dictionary that back us up. Maybe, for example, you are looking for a...
So now, do you say the dictionary is fake?
Like, I can decide to tell you it's just like normal book.
So would you say now that the dictionary is fake?
It is called a holy book.
Because the real Bible, that according to history, the real Bible self, none of us meet them.
What do you mean the real Bible?
So okay now.
What would you call the real Bible?
For example
What
now.
do you mean the real Bible?
I'm in the church.
What would you? Okay,
Wait,
if you say the Bible is fake, then are you saying that you don't believe in God?
I'm in the church now. The same phone someone is using to watch porn is the same phone. About me canoe where Philip Olikakala.
But that's not your business.
That is not for you to judge. You are
and you believe in this.
The Bible also said
but the Bible
even during the case of the prostitute and this I don't know if you remember that Bible verse, and it said, "He that is without sin cast the first stone."
Do you know some people still believe in the Old Testament? You know, Old Testament.
Where you use animals.
They use animals
as
whatever they want
sacrifice
to do.
unto God.
Even I've heard someone recently. The person is a Christian. His mama die. He talks he go do irapada or so for the mama or whatever.
I think we should let people do whatever
for
they
person who don't die.
Yes, I don't know how that thing. Maybe the person they disturb person, blah blah blah. They ask the person to go and kill
slaughter something.
Dog or
I think
whatever.
we should just let people believe whatever they believe in.
And I
let
think
them
we
do
can also
whatever
agree
works
that
for
all
them.
things are passed
But
away and all things have become new.
rounding this up, I feel at the end of the day, only God can judge. Only God knows who's fake and who's real.
Maturing or knowing God is to know that you can't fight his battles for him.
You just see
You can't.
God will
Daddy
fight
Gio,
his
they will post Daddy
battles
Gio on maybe probably on a blog. You just see small boy,
And
right? Okay, this one no get sense.
This one are
You just check the profile, you see this
Yeah,
one.
I know
60
And you
years.
see them.
So,
It will be people that have not even eaten.
I always feel like it's a
You
sin.
never chop
Really,
the cause pastor.
There are some girls that I know them, like you will see their comments and they will be against
I always
that
think it's like a
Christianity.
sin, no.
Me,
I beg go.
because of my mental health, I
Now
used to block.
conscience will judge them.
I used to block. I used to block them. So because I don't want to.
There's actually this pastor I follow now. I don't know if you know Pastor Femi.
Lazarus.
Pastor Femi
Yeah,
Lazarus. To think that with how much that man preaches, like how much I love his preaching, people will still go to his comments and bash him.
People bash him. I think it's because of one video he did one time.
There's no how.
People will bash you now.
If you say this, people will bash you. If you say this, people will bash you. So
Nigerian
there will always be people.
Please.
There will always be people that are against whatever you are preaching.
I don't think it's Nigerians being insatiable. I think it just
you
has to do
can't
with
satisfy
God.
them.
I think it has to be with God.
But now the thing don't increase because back
It's
then,
Even God himself said
back
it.
then
If you are
it's
doing
up to
something
this.
right, if you are following the religion, people will always
Even God
criticize
himself
you.
was criticizing.
My own advice to people is, we know how things are, especially in Nigeria. A whole lot of people are in pains, people are going through stuff.
and they are desperate.
And they are desperate for solution, for results. So they will go anywhere, they will do anything just to get those results, just to get solution. I just think people should calm down and maybe listen to their God. Like form a personal relationship with
God,
with whichever God you serve.
And they also need to understand that God is not a God that will answer you because you called him. He will answer you if he pleases, when he pleases.
It's a wrap on this episode of Yarns and Trends. We appreciate you all for watching, and we appreciate MC Prof for coming through.
Thank you.
I'm not that proud now. Call me any other time, I go come.
Thank
MC
you so
Prof,
much.
the baddest.
Thank you.
Alright, so comment, like, share, subscribe, and follow all our platforms. Our community is growing, and we appreciate all you guys for your support. But we still need more support. So please follow us.
I'm part of them like this. So what am I saying? This thing. Bye bye.
Bye guys.
Peace out.